We are back on the whiteboard today talking about what has been my best way to get jobs. Not going to say they're my favorite ways, not going to say they are the best ways to get jobs, but they have been where I get most of my jobs from. And I'm talking new work. This isn't repeat, anything like that. Cold calling. Cold calling commercial properties. Um, that one's really good. That's how I've gotten pretty much all of my like bigger commercial work. Um, because a lot of the times, uh, if you drive around like commercial areas in your city, you will see for lease signs like, oh, office space for lease, and it'll have a phone number. That's the phone number you call. That's either like the owner or the property manager or someone that can get you in touch with somebody that can get you a job. Uh, so just cold call them, and a lot of them, I've had a couple of them where it's like, hey, I want to clean your windows. They go, well, give me a price. If you're cheaper than the other guy, then I'll go with you. Sometimes I'm cheaper, sometimes I'm not. Um, but then that'll get you in like reoccurring. That's not. That'll get you into reoccurring commercial work, right? Every year, every 6 months, every whatever. Um, and then what's perfect with like the work that I do uh, is it's window cleaning, right? I get in with the window cleaning. While I'm there, I go, hey man, this is dirty. Let's do pressure wash. Hey, let's get your dumpster pad pressure wash, which everybody wants to hammer on the restaurants' dumpster pads or whatever. Um, that's not something I do. I don't do any route work, window cleaning, or pressure washing. Um, but like that's a good way to get into these bigger things, and then the more you get, if that makes any sense. The less cold calling you'll actually have to do to get managers using you. They'll talk with each other. Um, so that's a good one. That's a good one for commercial. Uh, and then even if you want to complement it and put together some commercial proposal packets, with your services, all you do, some like dedicated commercial stuff. Um, that's a good way. That's a really good way to look like a professional company and actually get your foot in the door with commercial stuff. Um, Door hangers. Another thing about this, if you actually walk into these commercial properties, a lot of them will have like plaques by the front door, say managed by Prebe or managed by whatever property management company. Uh, and then you can call them. That's another easy way. You can call them and just call Prebe, right? Say, hey, who manages the building at 1234 Fake Street? And they'll be like, oh, that's so and so. Let me get you in touch with them. So that's a really good way too. They'll usually ask who you are and why you're calling, and they really don't give a crap. Honestly, they'll forward you anyways. Door hangers. Door hangers are super good, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it a certain way. Let me see. Here we go. So these are some door hangers that I've used and still do use. I have pressure washing, of course, that I do, and trash can cleaning is a super duper easy add-on. That's another reason why I got the skid, so I can just say, hey, why don't we clean your trash cans while we're here, right? Um, so it has a price on it. That's a big thing, is you want a price on there, and then it just has a little bit about what we do. These, as far as I'm concerned, these are not door hangers. These are trash can hangers. I'll just clip them on the handle of the trash can. Super easy when when it's trash day, everybody's going to have their cans emptied, and on the curb, you can just run through and boop, 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 boop. And then, the thing I like about this, I use this to get my foot in the door other ways. Right? Somebody calls, they go, well, I'd say it's worth $25 not to have my trash can stink. Which a lot of your trash can cleaning companies, right? If they're doing one-time cleans, it's going to be $75. I'm the cheap guy on this. But then from there, dude, you can sell them on a $350 window cleaning, add the driveway on, another $200, whatever, off of a 50-cent door hanger, and they didn't even want any of that stuff. They didn't even know they wanted any of that stuff to begin with. They just wanted their trash cans clean for $25 a piece. But definitely try to put a price on these if you can. So this is kind of another rendition. This is just a blanket, like door hanger, right? Front says Professional Home Services. Has my logo. Instant quote on back. Get them to turn it over. Whoa, I dropped it. There's 3 boxes. Give them price while you're walking up. Window cleaning, guesstimate it. Oh, $350. Gutter cleaning, oh, $200. Pressure washing, I kind of gave them an idea of what it's for. Just driveway and front porch. Call if they want a house wash, if they want roof wash, whatever. Write that on there. You know, $175 combo. Price when you book all 3 services. And I've got super simple instructions. Fill out your information on the top section. Circle which services you would like done. Take a picture and text to my phone number or email. That's what your top section looks like. Phone and name, address, email. These are pretty good. If it's spring and you're getting calls, you should be putting these out around the neighborhood that you're working in. That's another thing. Actually, I'll hold off. So these are the same things for different purposes. One is for window cleaning. One is for Christmas lighting. I got a ton of calls off these. Because one thing is when you're working in an area, a neighborhood, a subdivision, if you're doing work in there, what do you know? You know, hey, somebody is willing to pay me in this neighborhood. People in this neighborhood want the services done. That's all you really need to know, right? So what I do on these, we just finished hanging lights at your neighbor, and then I take a Sharpie, I write in Mr. and Mrs. Smith's house, right? And that's all you really need to do. These don't have a price on them, but these get calls. These are super duper good, especially for the Christmas lights, because I will put this on every house that you can see the house that I'm working on from. And they'll be like, oh, well, I know Mrs. and Mrs. Smith, Mr. and Mrs. Smith live over there, and I can see their lights all gosh dang night. They look really good. So that's a good one. One thing on your door hangers, put a QR code. Make it easy to access your website, because I know if somebody gave me the option, call this phone number or type this into your URL, I'm calling the phone number. But if there's a QR code, I may be half inclined to visit the website. So that's door hangers. That's kind of what mine look like. They're pretty good. Yard signs are pretty self-explanatory. And I use them for everything I do, right? Gutter cleaning. Whoa, gutter guards. What else do we have here? More gutter cleaning. Oh, look at that. Window washing. And then one thing that you'll notice about my yard signs, if you take a look at my trucks, truck wrap and branding, this looks exactly like my trucks. This looks exactly like my other marketing materials that I have. I wish I could pull this gift card out of here and show you. but it all looks the same. So somebody can be looking at this sign and going, they've never seen the sign before, right? But they could be going, I have seen that before. They've seen my truck drive by. They've seen my truck parked in the neighborhood. Whatever it may be. So that's just kind of like reinforcing the branding. And I actually had the yard signs made before I had my trucks wrapped. I was like, I want my truck to look just like my yard sign. It's very noticeable. And it's fairly simple. It's a fairly clean looking design too. But yard signs work. Put these at stop signs, stop lights, entrances and exits of neighborhoods. If you just sprinkle these around like on the road, you're not going to get any calls. You got to do it when people are stopped. Especially like neighborhoods. Neighborhoods are good to put these in. Because what I'll do, first thing I'll do when I get to a job, whatever it is I'm doing, I'll stick two of these in the yard, right? One facing both ways of traffic, so everybody that passes by can see very clearly what my truck is doing parked in their driveway. And then they see my truck, right? They see the signs in the driveway, or see the signs in the yard, they see my truck outside the driveway. What am I going to do when I leave that neighborhood? I'm going to go around and pass out my flyers. Holy cow. They look the same. I'm going to do door hangers on the 5 houses around. Do 5 arounds, right? So if you're working at this house, if you're working at this house is getting a door hanger, 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 this house is getting a door hanger of the, oh, pardon the glare, we just cleaned your neighbor's windows, or whatever it may be, right? So your door hangers look the same, looks the same as the truck, looks the same as the yard signs. Then what we're going to do with the yard sign, right? Let's say this is the exit of the neighborhood onto a big old street. I'm going to put yard signs right there. Boom. That is, I got yard signs here. Boom. Boom. Got my truck here. Boom. We got door hangers here, 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 here. Boom. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 times that they've seen me in their neighborhood. 4 times. 4 times. What am I going to do? I'm going to leave the yard signs right there whenever I leave. I do not give a shit if they throw them away. I'm going to leave them. Right? As long as they'll let them stay in their yard, they're going to stay there. But that's just hammer it into people's minds. So that's yard signs. That's what I like to do. Right? That's a good way to get seen everywhere in your city. Like, it really, really is. And that kind of goes into your truck wrap and your branding, too, that I have underneath there. So, boom, boom. Facebook posts. Facebook posts are super great. But I'm not just talking like posting on your Facebook page or your business page. You will not get any calls off of that. What I'm talking about is posting in groups. So I live in an area where, right, it's the city metro, but there's 24 towns that make it up. So you join these groups, say citizens for so-and-so town, citizens for the next town over, citizens for the next town over. And I don't want to say like hammer those groups, but hammer those groups. Because you get in there and do pictures of like work that you've done in there after you're done there. Do posts before you're going to work there if you don't have a full schedule, right? Because I did this a lot with the gutter cleaning. I love gutter cleaning as a service. Like, I really do. So there was a city that I was going to be working in, right? Boop, 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 boop. Let's call it Fake Town. I had like 2 gutter cleaning jobs there one day. Whole whopping 2 of them. The night before, dude, I get on Fake Town Online is what their page is called. I post on there. I say, hey, Fake Town, I'm gonna be in town tomorrow, cleaning gutters, and if you'd like it, it was supposed to rain the next day. I go, if you want your gutters cleaned before the rain, like it's been raining a lot, you know. And dude, I had a packed schedule the next day. Like it was great. So that you can really use Facebook posts to your advantage, especially on the groups. Especially if you're a young guy. Like I hate to be that guy, but in my hometown, dude, I get quite a few jobs off posts on Facebook. Especially when you have pictures of you in it, you know? I see a lot of people just try to, hey, $100 special. That's not gonna work. You gotta say, hey, I'm Tommy. I'm local here. Really love to help you out with your windows. That's how you're gonna get jobs, right? Another thing too is people will get on these groups. They'll go, who cleans windows? Especially in the spring, they'll post that like once a week. And it's like, well, I know you guys are obviously not the brightest because I just made a post saying I clean windows like 2-3 days ago. But if you get that, you got family in the area, whatever, they're going to be commenting your name. And then the thing about that is whoever made the post, if you click on that right there, boom, it'll say like send message. Dude, you can reach out right there. Say, hey Karen, I saw that you're looking for gutter window cleaning, you know? That's like, dude, it's like Angie's Leads, right? And your Facebook group is just like Angie's Leads for free. So I do like the Facebook groups. That's a very good way to get in there, especially if you post your advertising on there. If you have somebody that can take a picture of you working at the house you're at, you have your yard sign up in the front lawn, you got your truck over here, and you're cleaning the windows. Dude, yes. And that's really all I've got about that. And then one thing that's not on here, this is going to be a little bonus. I'm probably going to title the video Top 5 Ways I Advertise. This one's going to be a little bonus for you here. Boom. A lot of people don't understand the concept of this. And this has been very helpful to me. Is I will hand out gift cards. I have window cleaning ones. And I have Christmas lighting ones. This one's a little hard to see with the light we've got. But all they are plastic business cards. Ordered them off Vistaprint. Made them up to look like gift cards. Put an amount on there, $50. Tell them what they can use it for. It even has a pin. Pin says boob. But these are good. These are deadly. I use these. So I have 2 different companies, right? I have a Christmas lighting company and I have a window cleaning company. Some people pay to get lights up. Some people pay to get windows up. Or to get windows cleaned. Ideally, I would like to take that down and have everybody I clean windows for also get Christmas lights put up. So what do? Year round, I'm advertising for lights. I finish a job, say, hey, I don't know if you knew this or not, but we also have a sister company that hangs Christmas lights. I have a gift card for you here. Thank you for having us out to clean your windows. It's been such a pleasure. You've been such a great customer. Have this as a token of my appreciation. Oh my God, what are they thinking? This is meaningless. This has no value. This is $1. This cost me $1 to print. But they have it in their hand. They go, wow, this is a gift card. This has value. This has money on it. It doesn't. But what are they going to do? They're going to hold on to that. Let's say I clean their windows in March. They will hang on to that until October. They'll call you, say, hey, so you gave me a gift card when you cleaned your windows. I'd like a quote for lights. Right? They already know you. They already like you. They already bought from you. They trust you. You've been in their house before. You've done work for them before. Dude, it is a, lobbed softball pitch. And then vice versa, I have window cleaning ones. I will not give them to my light customers. I'll just text them whenever I take the lights down, right? You gotta farm. Whenever you're taking your lights down, you gotta farm that shit out. You gotta be like, hey, I'm gonna be taking your lights down this January. I'll reach out when I have a date for you, but please leave a review for me, right? And they're gonna be reply like, okay. You're gonna text them beforehand, like, hey, I'm gonna be by in 2 days to take your lights down. I'd love it if you left a review for me. You're like, okay. Then you're gonna text them when you have your lights down. You're gonna be, hey, I got your lights down. You still haven't left me a review. Get on it. And I would also like to offer you 10% off for any of our other services, such as window cleaning, gutter cleaning, or pressure washing. That's when I give them the discount, just to try to make my customer base and this customer base the same one. But I do have window cleaning gift cards. I will hand those out in public when people are like, if they see me working, if a neighbor or something stops me, I'll hand out gift cards. I'll be, hey, do you have a business card? I'll look in my wallet. Oh, you know what? I don't. I have a gift card for you here, though. So I really like gift cards. And they're kind of expensive, but if you are collecting these back, you can reuse them, dude. Like, hit them with some disinfectant wipes, and you can use them for years. So that's a very good way to kind of get as much as you can out of a customer, is through the gift cards and through giving more offers to them. So that's all I've got.